I see.
So
he's battling not just against Gaming Gladiators.
No, that is right.
Three-time major winners, but also against his own teammates.
I'm going to make a bold statement. Okay. I do not care what happens this game. Nothing that happens in this game will convince me that this Legion Commander hero is not straight hot trash.
The battle begins.
So he goes 20-0.
On top of this hero being straight hot trash, he has to play into what it's got to be one of the worst matchups in the game in Undying. Blink Duel, and he tombstones. And you stand there and wonder why you didn't pick another stun off me.
There were some options there. Well, Gaming Gladiators, it seems like everything is prepared to go in their favors. They somehow got extreme. They tricked Extreme Gaming into picking Legion Commander. They got 4 bounty runes to start the game. I mean, things are clear. Go straight to a game 3. Unless XM has something to say about it.
This will either be one of the biggest stomps of all time or one of the greatest games of Dota of all time, but there is no in between. This is a game either way you will be telling your children about. Because XG are tempting. They have had some crazy drafts this tournament. Some of the craziest, I think. They have picked heroes nobody else is playing. They've played heroes everybody else was picking in ways that they'd refuse to. But this, has science gone too far?
I think the funny part is XXS hasn't even played this Legion Commander, which is his third most played hero.
He's good at it. He is
very good at it. He hasn't played it for 7 months. So obviously the man agrees.
I wonder why.
Hero's trash.
It's just so strong he doesn't need to practice it.
He hasn't been regularly playing it since Riyadh.
Oh, this hero has too many problems for me to go into right now, but we'll just see what he can do. As I said, I think Undying is like the worst matchup for this hero in the game in terms of supports. The only other one is like Winter Wyvern.
More hit.
But Winter Wyvern at least doesn't body you on the lane. Undying bodies you on the lane and in the team.
Yeah.
But you can duel the Undying. You know, you can maybe duel and like arrow some guy or just go in an egg on top of a tombstone. I don't know. We'll see. I doubted XG last game a little bit. They showed me I was wrong.
Yeah.
So I will be excited to watch this Legion Commander accrue 400 damage and make me look like a fool.
I look forward to that too, honestly.
I honestly do as well, yeah.
Tombstone gonna be dropped. Blood grenade goes out. Dagger. Super slowed. XXS regains some of his movement speed. Shin-Q covers him by killing the zombies.
Walks it off.
Get back to the tower. Still no first blood.
Yeah, big tombstones to survive, and I don't know what the hell is going on mid, but it ain't pretty. 10 denies Cardell here. Oof. And Quinn is getting bodied. I actually don't like this Void Sphere pick. I know why they did it, because you get this Void mag. It's like the one backline jumper that can use Empower better than almost any other hero they would have picked there. But I actually would have preferred the Storm suggestion, because I think Void Spirit is just... He's exposable on lane, and then he's slow and he falls behind, and then you have to play that sort of game where if you'd pick Storm, I think he would have done better versus almost anything and still giving you that instant jump arrow chain.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So I think you give up some tempo for like a bit more scale, but I don't know if you needed it. It is like a hero Quinn is very comfortable on, and this Mag Void is very powerful, and you still get that arrow combo off the jump mid hero. So it fulfills everything in a sense, as long as you can get out of lane. But so far, this lane is proven a bit rough. That's the power of the XM Sniper. He puts you in CS jail. Makes you answer for your crimes.
Yeah, he's killing it, man. The only time when he's been on screen is that he's missed CS and we got a little bit of bad luck with the headshot.
Just gave up. CS the denial. Is that worth it?
Well, it's worth it if he actually, you know, twists Quinn into a spot that he really needed that water rune. But right now, Quinn looks pretty healthy.
I think he could have played that sequence better. Like, played up on Quinn, drag the wave, wait for Quinn to walk for the rune before he denied. But either way, they denied both water runes from Quinn. That's a big win for XG overall, as the Rubik killed the bottom one. They're going to run that Void Spirit out of regen. Ace just getting fully topped by Ame here. This is looking like a strong laning phase for XG despite losing 4 bounty runes.
Yeah. Which says something about the draft that they set up for themselves, right?
Yeah, the lanes they are strong for them outside of that Undying Legion. And this is gonna get to be a struggle. Losing that water rune is tough and will pay off here. The CS he sacrificed.
Radiant structures
I'm surprised Quinn has 9
fortified.
denies though. That is honestly pretty good. He's at least maintaining close XP here versus the 17 sniper.
Is that going to be enough to burn him out? Tombstone dies in the bottom lane, but yeah, Ace does get burned down by the Fire Spirits in top lane. So finally we have our first blood for the game. Extreme continuing to establish laning phase dominance.
Damn, the fact they couldn't find this kill with 2 tombstones with those blood grenades and dagger is not what gaming we're looking for in that lane. It's giving X success a lot down here. Now the PA is free farming. But this is not some destroyed laning phase gaming are going to run away with here. Yeah. And that first blood going to Ame, he is happy to collect that.
Did he just skewer him to push him away from the range creep? I think that's what that was. That's pretty funny. Is it a problem the PA is free farm? I mean, it's got to be a good answer to the sniper.
I mean, I'd rather sacrifice some PA CS to have my other 2 cores here doing better on gaming, but it can do some work this game. He gets fat, he just gets to his items. You jump the sniper with a BKB. You know, you can duel to try and prevent that, but in theory, you might just burst him down with the other jump coming through. You can easily assassinate these 2 supports. It's a strong PA game on paper. Terrorblade matchup, not the best for you, but honestly, you get Broach later. We've seen that matchup just be whatever.
XM's been playing the lane without shrapnel this entire time, pretty much. And now he finally puts it to use with the siege wagon, so he wants to push it as quick as possible, start chipping away at that tier 1 tower.
Still no 6 for Quinn. Very close.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Little fort for some extra damage, prevent that 6, and he'll run away.
Backs off at the right time, right as the support was rotating in.
Right as that jump comes out. Would have died there for sure. So strong laning phase from XM. Seen this before. Opens up a bit of a gap on this Void Spirit. Not Huskar level, but solid. Very solid, you know? Like Red Bull Racing in an F1.
You guys don't know this, but like Avery looks at me a lot of times in these conversations, so I know something is coming. And
you know, Red Bull is a solid team, but
they're a liquid team.
They're not
Radiant's
champion.
middle tower is under attack.
Something just built better.
Well, thanks to the lanes going well, I expect the supports to have pretty high levels on Extreme Gaming, and they certainly have supports that really benefit from getting their 6s.
They're up 2K and they lost 4 runes. I don't think I've ever seen that. Usually, that is just a death sentence.
A death sentence.
I'm not. You remember the game we saw earlier this tournament? Who was it? Shopify lost 4 runes or somebody? And the game just imploded. It was over by like 10.
Yeah.
Losing 4 runes is huge in competitive.
But if you have set up for winning lanes, like sometimes the runes don't make a difference.
But then you would expect maybe the game to be even.
Sure.
Like you're winning lanes, but you're fighting against the runes. You also had this Undying Legion lane that I think was supposed to do better than this.
Yeah.
Especially with the Rubik support who can't really help early. They just didn't find those tombstone kills.
Yeah, the Legion's farm is not that far behind the PA.
I don't know, man. XG, they're just executing better right now. There's no way around it. And I think maybe the bar is high for gaming. We expect a lot from this team coming off their last season. This tournament's been a struggle. They've spoken about it, you know, frustration, a lot of losses. Maybe they felt like they shouldn't lose. And sometimes you're in that pit. I like that Ace used that metaphor. You know, they're in a They're in that pit. They're in the deepest pit they've been in as a team.
In the hole.
I've been there. You know, I've dug those tunnels down in the abyss, in the pits of despair in Dota. You see other people down there, you wave to them, and then you move on. It's dark down there. It's not fun. You think you've wasted your entire life on a video game.
The funny thing is you got out of that hole and then just climbed into a different one.
That's right.
Welcome to casting.
That's right. I got to the top. I said it's way too bright up here, and I dove back in. And that's sometimes what happens to you. You get used to it down there. That's the risk. You don't want to stay down there too long. And gaming, you don't want to stay in this hole. You got to start climbing out.
Yeah. Who do you think they see in the hole right now?
I think Liquid might be waving back.
Yeah, I think.
At least for this event, you know.
My old friends Liquid, here to greet me once again. Better question would be, when you were in the deepest hole?
No, we're not.
Who did you see there?
We're not in. That's
who did you wave hello
That's
to?
too toxic. We have an elimination game here, Austin. Focused on what's in front of us here. 2K gold lead has been stabilized for gaming. And they're gonna shrapnel mid and push it in.
This is quite the move. I feel like we're seeing more and more of this play where the carry just, carry Terrorblades especially, just move to mid and take that tower.
Man, this is aggressive. He just tanked it. Tank Cardell!
I think he intended that.
It sent a message that I'm not afraid. Get a little bloody. I mean, interesting move from Ame. This is not a move we see him make a lot this tournament. I wonder, I mean, they just had 10-minute catapult. XM probably said they can't do anything. Just rotate, we'll get a free tower. It's not that efficient of a move gold-wise, but it's one of those moves that pays off in terms of map control and makes Quinn feel really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think it pays off particularly well anytime you have a mid laner that can spam out the wave.
Yeah, it makes
push it in, and you could just, so the sniper could just shrapnel mid wave and then just go hit Ancients,
yeah,
right?
It's a weird place for gaming to fight around, and not an area they're used to losing that pressure in.
Oh yeah, the team that rotates both supports for every power room. Yeah, they're not used.
Like
to
now they have to make this smoke, but you know who shows mid to prevent this lane going in deep and giving info. There's just an Undying mid now, and are you gonna hit anything here? You should be able to hit this.
XXS.
Tanky boy missed the remnant. Is it still enough?
It is going to be enough, but they had to commit some heavy resources for it. Quinn is guaranteed dead. They might be able to. No, everybody else.
I don't know if he's happy with that, man.
No, I don't think he's happy at all.
Like, this is supposed to be a game where you want the Void Spirit to be strong, and I don't think it's a game where XG care too much about the Legion getting set back a bit. You know, there's no like crazy Legion timing you have to hit here.
Yeah, it's like whatever. This guy's gonna hit his Blade Mail Blink Dagger at some point.
If anything, it might be one of those games, you know, you pick it to have press the attack for your other cores and like a interrupting duel when Dyrachyo goes in more than anything. No, I don't think it's necessarily has to be a Legion for them that goes around and just slays everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely like something that has maybe a little bit more utility value out of the duel than most other games you would see.
Yeah.
Biggest one being protecting the egg.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
XM will push another
Dire's
tower.
middle tower is under attack.
He makes this early game sniper look damn good.
He also doesn't have to do a lot of the damage in the duel because he has a sniper,
Radiant's
right?
bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah. I mean, I think ideal situation is you duel this PA with the Blade Mail, and then you make Gaiman kind of commit the Tombstone in this RP while the PA is getting dueled, and then the PA is not killing other people, and you're setting up the fight for your other two cores.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you don't necessarily care if this duel isn't some insta-win duel.
And even in that situation, right, you could have the Supernova on top of that. You just kill the Tombstone, he comes out, Supernova explodes. So Extreme Gaming, knowing that they hold all the cards right now, asserting their dominance, pushing into the enemy jungle, taking control there, taking the bottom tower, and Ame is just living a solitary life up here.
He's making another move.
Good life. another move into mid.
Where is
Tower's gone. Where is he going? He just wants to go steal some Ancients?
Could look for the Wisdom Rune deny with an illusion. I think he's going to be a little late for it.
Yeah, he is.
He's just stealing some camps. No fear. Not afraid of anything right now. And there's no vision on the map really for game on Ob's bottom. It's going to be that Blink Legion smoke. They have Star Storm stolen as well. I feel like this Legion got way too good of a start. And he's going to find something here. You're not anywhere close to that Tombstone save. You don't have the HP to tank him right now. Good window for XXS to build some damage, find some good targets. Wisdom Rune is still there. Didn't take it.
He didn't take it. That is so odd. He's going to get picked off by the duel, and they're going to take the Wisdom Rune. And they got Skewer, which is pretty fun.
XG got everything they wanted and more. I don't know who he was holding that for, but...
Me neither.
Again, I go back to like the small things here. Costing Gaiman a lot in these games. Now they do have Dyrachyo free farming. They got that going for them. Benefit of that bottom lane. Maybe XXS got more than he did, but you have an absolute free farm PA in a mag PA game.
Yeah.
That does mean something here.
And we have seen some crazy PA games at this tournament.
Though I have been told by many analysts that if you shut down Ace and Quinn, the Dyrachyo doesn't matter.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's why Ame rated him a B tier carry, isn't it?
That's what Ame said. That's
that was probably the game plan. Who cares if he free farms, guys? B tier carry. I'm gonna out carry him.
That'd be so funny if that was the game. Ame put that in as their game plan. Guys, Dyrachyo is a B tier carry. Let him free farm, shut down the other lanes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, you joke, but I have heard stupider strategic ideas in my time. You would be surprised at some of the game plans.
They're going to sit behind Ame. Nobody's coming to contest from Gaming Gladiators. Gladiators does not feel strong right now. They will trade towers for farming time. They accept that.
Fast Ags for XM, a classic here.
The question is, what is the timing that Gladiators is looking?
Radiant's middle tower is under
I mean, I feel like at this point you just kind of want to go later.
Just as late as humanly possible. Just as late as like stream will give it to you.
You know, PA item timings, right? Every PA item timing you can think about taking a fight. Especially if XG give it to you. Like if XG push an objective, you have vision on them, you're happy to take that exchange with the Blink RP. Another dual win. 20 damage.
It adds up.
It adds up.
It adds up.
It adds up.
It adds up. And he's going to be level 12 soon, so it'll add up even faster.
But he's starting to get empowered on the PA, so he should just clear through the map if he has a map. You got to remember, you're down 4 towers at 17 minutes.
Yeah, normally it's like kind of hard to hunt down the PA, but the more the closed off the map gets, the easier it is to kind of make a read of where he's gonna try and farm.
An early tier 2 bottom killed as well, so you can get this bottom lane in really deep. You're looking at that dire ward bottom that could casually spot someone farming that bottom line of camps at any point. Yag's done for the sniper. No BKB for Dyrachyo. This is an awkward time for Gaiman to fight.
Yeah, a little bit surprised they're not waiting for that BKB.
I mean, they have the vision, right? That's why they were looking for it. High ground ward. They see Ame here.
Ame's gonna walk right into them.
They don't want him?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
They saw him alone. The only reason you don't jump there is you think XG are smoked with other people behind him.
Yeah, like Ryder, like XXS,
yes.
like sitting there ready to counter you as soon as you try and jump. That feels a little bit like fear. That smells like fear to me.
Yeah. Or just the read of the game is off. Because, like, what are you smoking for there then?
Yeah.
Are you just hoping to see 5 heroes on that obs? Like, maybe the fog just played with them a little bit, but that was a great ward and honestly a great move if they had
Radiant's top tower is
taken the
under
risk. But didn't want to risk it with the PA not having that BKB. I think if Dyrachyo has it there, you man up, because then you go in with the RP, you go in with the PA, you BKB, you might not have a good Sunder target. It's a lot more reliable even if he gets press the attack. Just awkward timing, and Ame is picking up the pace here. He is going to take another tower uncontested.
Yeah, when you take this tier 2 before the Tormentor spawns, that's pretty crazy. I can't remember the last time I watched a game like that happen.
I mean, that's 2 tier 2s before that 20-minute mark. That's ridiculous.
Middle tower is under attack.
And Gaming just not taking a fight at anything. And I think these objective defense fights are the best for them, because in theory, that's where you can go on the Terrorblade with some heroes and hold that RP skewer if you don't want to go in with him first versus the Rubik versus the Legion. XG getting a lot of time here, a lot of space to operate in. And those Tormentors are coming up. I feel like I've seen this before. Ace died here on the Mag last game.
They hit him with the decay. They know he's still here, and they found him. And
40. I mean, you just got to get this Brooch, right?
yeah, I mean, that's...
Get Brooch, go and play some PA Mag gaming. Leave in Dyrachyo. They still see Ame on this ward, by the way. He's just chilling here. Nothing's happening.
He's chilling here while this time around they actually did see 2 heroes.
Yeah, they know the team is not here.
They know that they cannot bring all of their heroes here. So surely this is a play you can make, and thanks to the arrow, it's made easy.
Ame could not dodge it. And his aggression around this triangle finally goes punished. Oh my god, I felt like he got away with that for so long.
Yeah.
There was no Cardell to tank that arrow. So you can start to push some of these waves out. The Mantle on the Void Spirit helps. Dyrachyo can start to maybe push some lanes more aggressively now that he has BKB. You just play the blur game. Try and not get dueled. Probably difficult for XXS to find him.
Top tower has fallen.
Just keep getting towards this PA timing. Waiting for Empower. Let XG go into you.
So, well, Bladenall returns the damage though. If he has Revenant's Brooch active, when he gets dual Blade Mail, he's actually just going to explode himself.
Well, if he's BKB'd,
yeah, I guess so.
it'll reduce a lot. If he's not BKB'd, he dies probably either way in the duel anyway.
Sure.
Unless there's the tombstone save.
I was just thinking about it. It's kind of funny that, like, very likely his magic resistance is going to be lower than his physical resistance. So
Both without the mag and without the PA.
got a successful scan. They see DY.
I mean, there's no way you can go in here until the team arrives.
I mean, couldn't they have gone on the Phoenix though?
No, I mean, you're getting dueled if you do that, right? You didn't have your team fight firepower behind you. Team arrives, the smoke is running out, and XG left the pit. Not going to give you some easy, massive RP.
I got the goal. Mirana's already dead.
Not fast.
They're going to skewer back the Legion Commander. XXS, not going to die. Even though Tombstone's going to be laid down, Sniper's going to deal with that one for the Supernova. Throws the MVP back. You can Gladiators put into a portal here where Rubik was trying to stop them for retreating. Dyrachyo still making a break for it. XXS able to catch him. Celery stuck in the mix here. And RP hit a lot of heroes. They do actually do a decent amount of damage. Are they going to be able to fight through this one? Looks like with the buybacks, it's just still not enough. They kill the heroes, but the big ones are still alive. Going ham, finish off the Magnus. It's too quick just for shits and giggles.
God damn this Sniper. Just Giga Chad in the fight. Him and Ame taking names out here. And honestly, I mean, Ace, he found some 6 skewers in that fight. Dyrachyo just got melted. He goes in here, he gets lifted under that Sunray, like 2 hits, and he's a 3rd HP. did not get many evasion procs.
Are scanning.
And Quinn was doing a lot of damage on the back line here. If Duracho gets out there, you might be able to reset farther down. Buyback from Tofu to try and salvage this. You find that 3-man skewer off a nice RP from Ace, but your PA is already dead by then, so you cannot connect the damage. Team fight that could have been for Gaiman as XG continue to outplay them in this series. Now what can you do? Ardell on the high ground, what could you do?
And that means they're going to get a Roshan. So Aegis for Ame. Even if they do get that Revenant's Brooch, extra life, a butterfly. Ame,
that's so strong right now.
He's preparing to hit that high ground.
You don't have damage for this Terrorblade outside of clicking him down. I mean, Void Spirit can get like half his HP, but there's Press the Attack, there's Sunray. Have some sustain for him here, and a Halberd, that's a nice pickup here. 80 damage on XXS as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Getting it done the hard way.
Try and take the Tormentor, but they're
Radiant's
just
middle
scrambling
tower has
for
fallen.
the little things here. But the bigger threat
Radiant's
is
middle
coming
tower
their
is
way.
under attack.
And you'll finally get that Undying shard.
Okay.
So to be honest, the way that fight went, I don't think you were saving that duel.
Yeah, I don't think you're saving that duel for most heroes. Like maybe the cores are tanky enough to live long enough for you to get that into, but either way, the damage is going to be done pretty damn quickly. And there's still this problem of like you drop Tombstone, but DY drops Supernova. And one controls the area of the fight better than the other.
And if you can't find the sniper just kills your Tombstone.
Yeah.
And not the fastest, but it's fast enough.
Certainly much better than anything Gaming Gladiators have to kill Supernova. They got the duel. Skewered backwards. Was holding for the hit wars. There's the Entomb, goes out, grab ally. XXS backs away now. They kill the Tombstone. They use the Supernova.
I mean, you
Not
gotta,
the worst for Gaming Gladiators.
Gotta find something now. You still have RP, you still have your PA.
Yeah, they have to jump. They have to go for Ame here. He's the only one showing himself right now on this high ground, but that was pretty lackluster jump from Gaming Gladiators.
They just didn't find anything with the mag on the second go.
Got a tier 3, got a ranged, and they'll call it quits there. The meta is going to be expiring here. No Supernova, no meta. Does Gaming Gladiators want to try and fight, or they want to try and finish up these very key items, right? The Ags is getting close for the Void Spirit. Still working on that Revenant.
I mean, you know there's no Supernova and no meta right now, so it's tempting to try and take something here. But you're lacking wards right now. You have the Brooch.
You do have the Brooch.
It's not a bad window. You can find a jump, get a high ground ward.
They're showing themselves right now.
Oh, this is not bad if you can find a target.
Trying to jump forward. Go for DY first. See if they can kill that support. Oh, just not enough. They're just too far behind that Void Spirit's burst damage can't kill a support yet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Duracho blinked out as he ran into Ame and did not want to take that fight into the Aegis.
Oops.
That is a spot.
He doesn't want to use his steps. They're so important to him, so he'll just keep you back.
Meta's back up. Supernova's coming back up. Want their barracks. Tempo push. One way to punish these mag lineups, especially when they fall behind.
They're not going to go for the skewer on this bottom lane. Ace running into the shrapnel.
Yes, Hazel and Blink. He can find these at a pretty far distance, but you have to think about the Rubik lift. I mean, lift got used.
Is this present an opportunity for Mag to get the jump here?
I mean, honestly, I wonder
Ratio win outside the base, looking on the side for an easy pickoff.
They want the sniper.
They're going to be able to find it. They're going for the Phoenix.
That's a good one.
Get it very quickly.
Meta running out as well.
I mean, that was great positioning from them to find that kind of opening way too far away for XM and Ame to try and counter.
They'll still respect the team fight here, though, even with meta going down. Perhaps also feeling like they only need a few key kills in here to get to the late game PA timing. We saw what Yatoro did with that in that other game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they were on the receiving end of that, so they obviously respect the power of this.
This does look like a game where if you get the 5-6 slot PA, Broach, Empower, Divine, it's going to cause XG some problems, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have gap close mechanism other than you going in duel, and you can't go in duel because when you aggressively go in that far to duel, you're getting tombstones in. So it's kind of an interesting puzzle in a way of, even if you're losing this game on game, and if you just go ultra late with this PA and get to that point, does it carry?
Yeah. One lane of barracks does not relieve the pressure. Extreme do have to keep it up. Do need to be continuing to take the tempo. Should not be lulled into thinking that the game is over before the Ancient is done.
XG bypassed that smoke and the ward behind their tier 1 with their own and are just going down mid.
Down mid. Gaming Gladiators are going to be in an awkward position once Ame pops the meta and starts hitting it. He's going to do just that.
Radiant's middle tower.
Now they're TPing back. Extreme, will they try and take advantage of these heroes trickling in? They don't jump. Will let Gaming Gladiators be the ones to try and do the jumping here. Ame pops his BKB to finish up the melee barracks.
He just has no fear of getting skewered. Knows the team can bail out that jump from the mag. No BKB on him.
Especially if the Assassinator just keeps on being put on him. Shrapnel being thrown out there, stopping his Blink Dagger a lot of times.
I mean, Ame has done so much building damage this game. He's honestly incredibly underleveled here.
Yeah, he actually.
He's level 16 at 30 minutes on a Terrorblade.
Dorachio's level 20.
He's just been taking buildings. Another flank here off the Mirana ult. Again, they want the Phoenix, they want the Sniper and Rubik. Open up the fight for Ace. Quinn's gonna force it, but
Step to try and chase after them here, but it's a bit of a reach. They found GQ, so that's okay.
That's big if they can get him.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Nice use of the advantage, step rather. Dorachio does go for XXS. Supernova's going to be used on the side. They're going to try and kill it, and they do so pretty quickly. Now they spot Ame. Ame's kind of in an awkward position here. Dagger goes out, doesn't kill Shin-Q. Got it. XM on the skewer back. Dorachio, he can try and take advantage of this one. RP. Oh, it actually hits the late commander. He got the duel off, immediately kills and shot down is the PA. Buys back all around from Extreme Gaming. They will punish Gaming Gladiators. It was a big win for GG. It's just they're matched up against too many heroes, too close to Extreme Gaming side of the map.
Though the benefit of taking that fight there is you're not going to, in theory, lose all of your base here. You take that fight at your base, you're getting megas in this game. I mean, you get 3, it's triple buyback, and then the Legion duels your PA. RP tries to save him, but the damage is done by that point. That is a hard fight, 5v8.
How much
with your gem.
Extreme gonna get off of this? Because Roshan is coming up, so there is kind of the question of like, if they buy back, if they get a kill or two, maybe you give up Roshan, and then that will effectively stall the game more than anything else.
You can buy your PA here. Dorachio has it.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Worth a lane. He feels like it is.
He's gonna pop it now before the melee barracks dies. Ame.
Something here, right?
Ame's gonna stick around for this one.
Oh,
it really is. Pops the BKB. The BKB is gonna run out soon. He starts getting silenced. He needs to be able to get off with Thunder somewhere in here. And he just can't. Too much burst damage. Dorachio gets 2. Now he hunts down for more. Jumps to the back line going for XM. XM, who's been invading him quite a lot, but this time he is dead to rights.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can't believe that Ame did not back down.
Well, I mean, that is insane to me. Like, there's no way giving that fight to the PA in her base is worth a Rax when that Roshan is coming back up and you don't have buys on 3 heroes.
Yeah.
That's a mana buy.
I mean, if he got the... I mean, okay, if he gets that building, he finishes off, they get Megas, and Roshan is a late Roshan, then everything is totally fine, right? Then it's like...
Sure, if you get Megas there, I mean, I guess that's the thought process, right? Like, if we man up with BKB, I get Megas. Even if we die, who cares?
Yeah.
It's such an early Megas will win this game. But damn, Cam was like a little bit disrespectful because the second that PA bought, he just stood there with BKB. Like,
And if Game of Gladiator stays here, they will be rewarded by an early Roshan.
the weird thing about that entire thing is I think if XG just went with that plan and like they just went in with the Legion and Sniper and all hit that Rax, there's no RP there.
Yeah.
They might have just gotten it.
Yeah.
It might have ended better.
They didn't stick around the pit.
Yeah, and it spawns.
Roshan spawns.
And they're just going straight for the Megas.
He's just going for it,
Oh,
man.
this is gonna work.
Did they not watch Game of Gladiators versus Spirit? They have to know that Megas is not the end.
Yeah, but it's really strong this
It
early
is
in the game.
very early for it, for sure. It's just...
Big gaming got back in time.
Okay, this will force them
Man up.
away from the Roshan pit. It's gonna go to Dire side soon.
Now, they also did get that PA buyback, which is big in this game.
Yeah,
And you
for sure.
finish MKB. So if you can ever man up and just kill Dyrachyo, this game just implodes. Does have his axe now, too.
I just don't know when Dyrachyo's ever going to show himself if the TB's alive.
I mean, he should not ever really get killed.
Like, even if it means losing this building, it's almost like you just gotta play for the daggers no matter what.
Demon Gladiators tournament on the line in a game 2. Down some gold, down some buildings.
All right, Roshan switches over to the other side, so Extreme are like, okay, now we can take that.
And I mean, this is a troubling Aegis because you don't have Glyph on the inside. If XG just decide to man up and try and Megas you and trade some lives for it, they probably have to be content with that exchange.
Yeah. You better make your peace with that because there's nothing else you can really do about it. Unless you're just getting hit the most godly RP. It groups all these heroes up, which is a possibility. Maybe you hit the big boy RP.
I don't even think he needs that godly of a one. He just needs to either get a skewer off without getting lifted or find 2. You know, 1 plus the TB. Dyrachyo does a lot of damage. They don't have a way to prevent him dealing insane damage right now.
Going outside of the base. Just trying to start this one, and it doesn't work. The Supernova now going to push him back. Now, fortunately, they have some mobile heroes. Oh no, telekinesis. He gets away with the astral step. Ace is sitting on the side here.
No BKB on the PA now. They did not want to let them
try and jump back in. They do not want to let him get to these buildings.
Yeah, they are trying to protect the Mega, take the fight outside the base. Ame has other plans.
Ame just goes straight to it. BKB hitting the buildings. Gaining Gladiators.
Gone.
Radiant's top
They're going to give this one up in exchange for waiting for a better opportunity for their initiation.
Still behind.
Sitting up here.
Meta wearing down. We've already conceded the Megas, so at this point, not a lot to gain, honestly. For both teams, in a way. You will have to eventually end this game if you're XG. And we've seen PA in this position.
Yep. It gets real dicey once he gets this Divine.
If he gets Divine, then this game is back on in a way.
Yeah, right now it's like the damage it's not going to be one-shotting the TB.
That play just looked so forced out. I think the concept of fighting outside your base makes sense there. So you don't just get BKB Megas regardless.
Yeah.
But again, the coordination from the game just it didn't feel 100% on, right?
Yeah, I think the biggest, like, one of the biggest incentives out of taking that base outside of the base, taking that fight outside of the base, is the fact that they're more likely to be clumped up, right? They're not thinking about the mag RP, so you would expect that's what they play for, some sort of vision and jump skewer RP that gets, 3, maybe 4 heroes.
And those plays can work. XG is not necessarily thinking about getting jumped there. They're thinking about going high ground. If you run up that lane, place an obs, you see them all walking down the lane because, oh, we got Roach, we're going to go high ground. You might just get that 4 or 5 man RP. It's happened before. So I think the idea was there. But again, the execution has been the crux of gaming this tournament. All these things are just going a little wrong. They get a little thrown off. They backfire. Still, they're only down 5k gold in this game. That's the crazy part. That is a big find.
It is dangerous.
Win it,
They
win
aren't
it.
going to be able to kill him. Can Extreme get here? No.
I mean, that's damage for the PA. Thank you, XXS.
Dire's bottom
30
tower
damage?
is under
That's a
attack.
lot on a hero that's getting empowered and is going to play for divine roach burst damage.
Radiant's courier
Again, I
has
don't
been
think
killed.
XG have a great answer
Yeah.
for that end game. And gaming, they got some experience going for them. They were on the other side of that, so they know what it can do.
Game of Gladiators is up by 8,000 experience.
Yeah, again, the missing XP on Ame this game. The downside of committing to all those buildings. They're missing some levels. And Duraccio is not. He's almost level 25. Big talent for this hero. Some dual damage and empower to go with it. You're just queuing up divines at this point.
Level 25. Things get spookier.
Ame just walks in the base. Man's got no chill. Does have an aegis.
Times that Ame just walks forward. Pop Satanic trying to heal himself up. Here come the daggers. Again, not in danger of one-shotting the TV right now. Tries to jump on the Shin Q, bait it out. Beyond this, they get
Got the
the duel
BKB off.
onto him with the Supernova. There's the grab ally. They deal with the Tombstone. He's going to come back into the Supernova explosion, but he does manage to jump away just in time. No stun there, and now they get the one shot.
Can they get a skewer? Can they get a stun?
Ame pops the BKB, turns around, reflection. Hero's getting a little bit low. He's actually hitting Duraccio. Doesn't do very much.
He does nothing here, and Duraccio knows it.
Yeah.
And he gets him. And the chase is on. How much more can you get? The detection's there. The gem is still on Quinn. He did not die in that earlier
Gonna try and
fight.
shoot himself down to the low ground, but of course,
Under attack.
a Phantom Assassin and a Void Spirit are gonna be able to chase you there. That, again, did Extreme watch
Dire's middle
Game
tower
and
is
Gladiators
under
versus Spirit?
I mean, the whole way they've been playing this game is that they know they're on a time, which is the crazy part, in a way.
Yeah.
Like, they're playing as if they're on a timer. Ame just needs to walk in, start hitting these buildings, make something happen. On Duraccio, is there
They're gonna do it. The tool runs out, man. That status resistance is too much.
It's just too tanky. You don't have MKP on XXS. He's just not killing him.
Dude, Aesthetics Cap's gotta go.
And now he has Divine. Yeah, that item is very strong. Though that was a very cute play by XG as they got the lift on the Undying to prevent the Tombstone.
Yeah.
They had the right idea. You can see it. Oh, this game is getting spicy. Aiming up gold. Get megas to 30 minutes, but
tower is under attack.
are they favored? I don't know if that's too crazy to say.
I'm not sure if they're actually favored because the fight is so much easier when they're inside of the base. I just think the Extreme now have to take the part 2. Right? Like plan A didn't work. You couldn't actually close out the game by just bum rushing the towers.
I feel like your only plan to deal with this PA is getting MKB plus Satanic on the Legion. And somehow connecting a duel on Duraccio where XXS can manage to kill him with just the amount of damage that he's accrued in this game.
Yeah.
I don't really think Ame's touching this fight. And the rest of the three aren't a huge threat to him.
Is there anything the sniper can build into here? I mean, he can go his own Divine Rapiers and Conda.
That is actually true, yeah.
You outrange the dagger.
I mean, just you become the PA version 2.0. Is this what Dota is now?
In order to beat my enemy, I must become my enemy.
Sniper assassin.
They're gonna find XM, so that. Nice RP2.
Goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye to XM and XXS.
Bye-bye.
They had a nice time playing the bottom Radiant jungle.
All right, I guess they are favored.
I don't see what you do to this. Unless you make this game go like another 50 minutes and, you know, you have like 5-6 slotted heroes with some crazy tier 5 items. And
I mean, I do think that's kind of what they need to play for now.
Yeah.
Which is just...
I don't think they have a way they can technically end the game at this point in time unless Gaiman really mess up.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean Gaiman will win this, but like it's looking honestly fairly solid. Which is insane.
They are so deep on the map when they are the ones fighting up against Megas.
Goodbye. Oh, he has an analyst. Not goodbye.
I mean, is it going to be good enough for him? He gets a blink away, but... Anyway, he's getting Lincolns because he knows that's kind of their only win condition right now on Extreme.
Yeah, it just doesn't
Kill
feel like
Baracchio through duel.
Needs more damage, I guess. Which, you know, he has some power. He has some 30 duel damage. Kind of there. I don't mind it. If this game goes on another 30 minutes, then maybe you start thinking about like a second Divine, eat your Ags, you know. Yeah. But for now, he's got more than enough damage. Go with a defensive item, prevent any sort of ridiculous duel lift shenanigan. What is the game plan here for XG?
Get Roshan, for one.
Playing against B-tier carry. Stronger than you
got him on the duel anyway. Broke through that Lincoln's. Nice use of the Astral Steps for Jin Q to provide the extra bit of damage that they require.
That's a gem.
And that's the problem, right? It's the fact that, yeah, inside of your base, you're able to stay all grouped up and stuff. When you push out like that, you actually have to split up a bit more, and that leaves opportunities for Extreme to get everybody else.
I mean, I took a 5-man smoke. They did get the gem off Quinn, which was big because we've seen that gem let them chase down the sniper in some of the fights.
Yeah.
Astral Step can also do some work for Jin Q here, and it'll give him the Aegis, an objective that Gaiman might have been able to get in this game.
Invisibility is also just a good way to deal with the dagger spam.
It's true. This is an axe. And it will go to Ame. Wow, Jin Q even picked it up for him. What a
Jin
nice
Q's going to go Daggins. XM's going to go Divine Rapier. Yup.
Okay, so this is a game plan, right? I can see this. Like, you get this Divine Rapier Conda Sniper. You get some more burst damage up.
I can't tell if doing this sort of thing, like that Dota has become this, I can't tell if this is great
They got a break
stupid.
Silver Edge for the break is also nice here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They're building some solutions to this Phantom Assassin.
Jin Q is so bold, man. Okay. He's trying to bait, but that was a little goldfish against a killer whale. That bait didn't do much.
Yeah, that Aeon went away fast, and then you are in no man's land. I mean, the thing is, they find PA out of the base. You kind of have to take some risk to, like, okay, let's try and get something to happen, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not costing you a lot here, but I guess the game is going later and later. I wonder how much that other game is affecting game area. What did they learn from?
Oh, they 100%. I felt like from like about 20 minutes in, I feel like there was a decision making of like, guys, we saw this in action. We don't have to worry so much about these buildings going down. We don't have to try and fight them so much. We're just gonna get this Revenant's Brooch, and we'll have the answer to TB.
It's crazy they still got Megas. Dragon for go? Help deal with TV illusions, I guess.
Yeah, TV illusions are gonna be hitting buildings, so. They're also going to be thinking about, well, we didn't really beat Spirit in a fight. We beat them in rushing to the throne. So that's what they're probably going to be doing as well.
But I don't think this XG lineup is nearly as good.
No. Definitely not.
I think the TV is fine. maybe Legion can like blink in, BKB hit the throne a little. Sniper's pretty bad at going that deep. He tends to be a very slow MS hero, does not have the mobility. Like, you could smoke down the side, you know, the move that Gaiman made and get in position to try and force this clip, but there's still tier 4s up. That's a big factor here.
Yeah.
You're gonna potentially have the buybacks to defend those tier 4s. And I think that's just too much HP to go through. Goodbye.
You can't even see him, man, because that Aghanim Scepter. Doraccio spotted now. Tear away, but the BKB goes off first.
I mean, that's an Aegis.
Doraccio needs to get out. He knows that Supernova's coming. He knows the buyback is going to be put to use, and he expertly gets away out of the range of Extreme.
So damn slippery. You can throw that second Lincoln's on top of him as well.
Little bit of chip damage here and there on towers.
You get the Phoenix buyback.
It's buyback. Let's use. They have a minute and a half on the Aegis. I don't think you want to use this Aegis pushing into the base.
It's very risky. He's just out of the base here.
I mean, if X6S just blinks, he might be able to get him go through the Lincolns. He shows now, but he managed to get the duel. Can they kill him here? It's so important. The RP comes through. The Tombstone grab ally saves the PA, comes back out. No blade mails, you're done, son. Push in. Ame is underneath the tier 4s right now off of that skewer. He sees no other choice but to hit buildings from this point. Comes back in. Look at him. They're trying to scramble to save Ame. Guys, he's already dead. He doesn't know it yet, but Doraccio has killed him twice.
Yo, guys, where's our carry? Did you blink out, Ame? Did you get out of there? Oh my god, it's actually just disgusting. Yeah. 4,000 HP plus crit.
We're going to a game 3, man. I'm calling. We're going to game 3. There's no buyback on TV. I don't think Ame Glider's going to end the game for anything, but they're going to get buybacks out of them. They're going to be able to stay out on the map, get a bunch of farm. Doraccio's going to get like a backup Divine Rapier and buyback gold. So even if Extreme kill him once,
honestly, part of me feels like if Doraccio BKBs the duel, you don't even save him. Like, he'll just win the duel. Just let him.
Dire's structures are fortified.
How much will Gaiman get here off a push that yielded a tier 4 that was already low and nothing more? Now, Ame is coming back up, so they didn't get any buybacks here. They don't know he doesn't have one. They found the bag.
On the Magnus here.
Lots of time.
They managed to finish him in. Oh, geez, XXS almost gets one shot there. Coming back in, Divine Rapier on the ground. XXS will end up going down. Doraccio chasing after Jin Q. Tear wave goes down. Doraccio picks back up that Divine Rapier. Makes a run for it. Does he want to turn or not? He turns, goes for Ame. But he's got to be so careful, man. He's got this one life to live. Back in, XM, cut off from the rest of his allies, will be chopped down, but Extreme got something major out of that. Doraccio's buyback.
Dire's top tower is under Dire's top tower.
They got him once? I mean, that is something. That's so fast.
Agents of the Force.
That was amazing for XG.
Yeah, these fights are literally like the anime samurai duels where they just do one swing that you don't even see. It's just like Doraccio just goes in instantly, like heroes die. Maybe he kills himself when he does it. You know, it's just like
I feel like I need to watch that fight again just to understand exactly how that happened so fast. Was it just the Legion Blade Mill?
Yeah, Doraccio like killed himself, almost killing the Legion commander in the process.
Yeah,
but
it's just ridiculous.
He gets the duel, goes, he jumps and instantly crits, killing himself.
That was insane. He one-shot himself.
Yep.
Is under attack.
He's too powerful for even himself.
This PA approach is so broken.
Yes, it's so dumb. I don't know why. I don't know why they needed to buff Revenant's approach. Like, this is such an insane late game item. You can't really itemize that much against it. Most you can really do is blade mail, right? You just can't get more magic resistance than you have physical resistance.
You just buy 5 blade mails. That is legit what XG should do. I think it's what Gaming should have done in that other game too.
I think so too.
Just everybody he goes on, or every dagger that goes out, you blade mail them.
Yeah, triple dagger right back at him.
And if one of those crits, he's gone. I mean, you have to. The blade mails will make you think about this brooch activation.
Yeah,
because I don't think he dies to the physical dagger crit one shot. It's only the brooch on.
Yes, because he has 25 armor. So if he hits himself with the physical crit, no problem. He can shut.
I mean, it's still gonna hurt to be honest.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but he's gonna live.
And we saw Ame pick one up, so they understand right now.
I'm just saying, go back to the old meta. Yeah, just pick up a hard blade mail.
They have
boys.
They have them queued. They're gonna mass the blade mails here. They have Ame and XXSs, and both supports have it in their buy.
Okay, here's another thing for you.
They have learned the next level.
XXS does have Martyr's Plate, which is an extra blade mail for you, basically. Yeah, right? If he does the magic dagger, he just redirects 25% of that damage onto himself.
So what you're saying
while
is
he's blade mailing.
You run in a ball, daggers, you Martyr's Plate blade mail, guarantee one-shot him back. Yeah, 5-man RP'd into the fountain.
I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, man. I think they do that.
This is Ice Frog's world. We're all just living in it.
They all die.
Somewhere he's laughing his ass off right now.
He's like, this is what I wanted.
My finest creation. It's literally that meme. It's literally that meme. My finest creation, yes.
Ice Frog's that guy who doesn't actually watch the live matches. He only watches highlights.
He's gonna have some highlights from this game.
So he creates these opportunities for just the most wild batshit games and interactions, so he can watch the highlight.
He's just gonna wake up on a Friday morning. I wonder what happened in that game in Extreme Series. I wonder if people are still buying Mage Slayer. You know, I want to see if the Mage Slayer nerfs really affected the meta.
Shit.
Well, the buybacks are slowly coming back up for XG. They have the 1 and 2. 3 minutes for the back line here. 3 minutes for Durachios. And Wind Waker for Quinn. That's a big pickup here. Because now you can throw the daggers, let him hit the blade mail, Wind Waker the PA at the same time.
Stop him from killing himself.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is the strat now.
See where this is going.
So level 1 was the Broach PA. Level 2 was the blade mails. Now level 3 is Wind Wakering to prevent the blade mail damage. Level 4 will be nullifying the Wind Waker to bring him back down into killing himself.
I mean, tier 5s are also pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what would be good for XG here?
I mean, last time...
Arcanist armor do anything against this?
There was the Arcanist armor as an option. There was... Mirror Shield was blocking the dagger. Obviously, the send back, it doesn't do anything. It's whatever, but it did at least...
It'll save you.
It was kind of like a Lincoln's.
Do you want to be saved, or would you rather just blade mail hit it?
Yeah.
I don't think any of these other... I mean, Book of Shadows...
There's the unwavering condition where you...
That's true. That gets really weird. If like half your lineup takes unwavering condition, and the other half
takes blade mail,
some of us will survive.
And then you run down mid lane, and you play the cups game.
That's right.
Where you just shift your heroes back and forth. The Durachi was just like, I don't know which one to dagger, guys.
The ultimate next level mind game is you get unwavering condition and you swap it in and out.
You drop him, yeah.
And he has to toggle Broach back and forth versus unwavering condition going in and out while you're trying to blade mail him. Oh my god. Dude,
this dumbest game of red light, green light I've ever seen.
The mind games going down right now.
Oh man.
Only half of us will survive, men. We must take that ramp.
Charge up that hill.
This is the stupidest concept. Why is it always this hero too? Like, why can't this hero just be a normal agi character? It's always some weird, like, "Ooh, I'm gonna throw a dagger from 8,000 range and like one shot, you assassin." Every 2 years, there's some stupid PA meta. And then it gets nerfed and we don't see this hero again for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Ice Frog picks it back up out of the trash. He's like, you know what you need? You need another cheese way to one-shot heroes at no risk. Yes, this time it'll work. Oh my
shit!
God.
He could buy it back up Divine Rapier soon.
I don't think he has that plus buyback.
Yeah, not yet, but soon.
Yeah, 18 seconds for the buy, and he has only 4K surplus. His buyback's very expensive as he's almost level 30. Another big talent for the hero, some extra damage. But yeah, backup Divine plus buyback. I mean, that's the name of the game here, right? Forced you to find this PA twice. No, they got to be thinking about the Midases for the tier 5 items. That's a big deal here.
Yeah.
They don't have the gold for them, really.
I mean, hey, plus the Midas is the game's gonna last another 15 minutes, so Midas will be able to pay for itself.
All right, we have doing the blade mail check. We have 4 blade mails right now. And down the bottom of the base, because they're smaller models, they're gonna think they're like mini courier versions.
What the fuck? What are you saying? No. Here's what you do. You get helm of the Overlords. You get a bunch of helm of the Overlords, and you run the Ancients. Those big old dragons, you know. And then they can't see the little heroes underneath them.
Let's hop on top.
Yeah.
Oh, they're looking for the items. They know they're looking for the items.
Durachu's gonna run right into him. Panic! BKB, get away!
That was a heads-up play by XG. But where was the rest of the team?
Yeah. The Axe makes it so hard. You have to get so close to it.
The blur vision's just, oh my god.
Dude, Ame's farming on the other side.
That's a fast E-word. They got one ancient camp.
They got one.
Radiant are scanning.
Who's gonna take that one?
It's going to the PA.
I mean, for sure you give it to PA. He has refresher now too. Ame's pushing. He has his own mirror shield.
Yeah, he's going for it. Time to put a stop to this. Goes for Pirate Hat on Quinn. They actually gave it to Quinn. I think Durachu checked and he didn't have anything he wanted.
That would make sense.
Nothing was better than Aesthetics, Cap.
Well, they got some tower damage. Unhealable tower damage. Getting hit by catapults right now.
Yeah, like 100?
2 more catapult hits. Below 460. Value right there. We only need 10 more of those Aegises. And the throne will be exposed.
Okay, so we have double mirror shield, which is kind of confusing because that's contradictory to the blade mail idea.
That's what I was saying. Like, but you know, you can reflect the first one's blade mail the second.
Yeah, sure.
All right, whatever.
Book of Shadows for the Phoenix, Book of the Dead for the Rubik.
Some extra push power. Maybe you can rat a building with the book.
Maybe.
This item does give you detection and stuff. It's just nice in the fights.
True. And then the final one is going to be Legion Commander, still deciding.
1 pirate hat. They're looking for another camp. They just can't get too many camps. Yeah, it's going to be Quinn going around the edge of the map. This is a smart play. Just go all the way to where you know no one's probably looking for you.
I mean, the funny part is if
buyback
Gain and Gladiators grab another pirate hat, I think they'll actually start gaining net worth on Extreme just by digging.
Oh, 100%. Wow, he got none there. That is awful RNG.
Oh, he dropped 1 from the medium camp.
Oh, yeah, he got one.
Yeah. So Book of the Shadows for the Magnus. So they can Book of Shadows the PA
successful.
after she daggers.
He's gonna hit him here. Go to Quinn.
Bob?
You got him.
Got him? Oh, it brought him down.
It's gonna be fine. 2,000 gold. You can maybe force this buyback now. It's extra dual damage as well. We got 2 tokens out of that, I think. Dyrachyo has his, so he's debating.
They went triple mirror shield. The Leech Commander got a mirror shield as well.
So they're slotting.
And another Pirate Hat. Yeah.
Pirate Hat Gaming.
Pirate Hat, Pirate Hat. Can we get the sea shanty again?
No, no sea shanties. Maybe if they win. You do your XG. You have to try and force this buy.
Well, Roshan's going to be spawning soon. Okay, there's that mirror shield. Now for the next round, Dyrachyo's going to jump forward. The Book of the Dead is going with the illusions. Dyrachyo is spotted out. They're trying to chase him down. No, they're going to go hit the Ancient. Ame's leading into a tearaway, push them all back. They're leading into the Ancient right now, but they have to back away. They're like, okay, we blew everything we had there, boys. We got the buyback. That was good work. We gotta be patient. This is not a one blow sort of situation here. We gotta work them down.
Xinkyu is a madman. He blinked into Book of the Dead. Why? Why was that necessary?
That's his best play.
They got Quinn's buyback. They got a tier 4 and they got half the throne. Now this throne will heal up. And most importantly, Gaimin did not glyph.
Has been killed.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
have to hold that glyph.
That's true.
No matter what, basically. Because if you use that glyph without wiping them, you just lose.
I know he's got Aeontis, but it's really funny just how aggressive he is. Can they get any more neutral items?
Quinn's courier, that was a courier.
Still missing 2 tier 5s.
He was trying to buy his own divine. He has 6k gold, no buy. He can't get to a shop right now. Do you risk going to the other shop?
I think the courier went out to the enemy shop.
No, his courier died.
No, that was the refresher.
This is Dyrachyo's the second divine, preparing for the assault. Needs 450 for buy. Pirate Hands will get it soon enough. And a smoke.
Radiant are scanning.
Are they just pushing out?
They're smoking Quinn to the shop. He wants Divine Rapier here. They're also going to look for Slain at the same time. He's going to run into Ame.
So they got it. They got the Divine Rapier that they wanted.
Dude, what a...
I like this though. Ame, I think Bleak Daggers is... If you're going to be hitting this Ancient, you kind of want to be able to like just get on top of it as quick as possible, you know? If he blinks Terror Waves, that might just be enough time to... Oh, the arrow! Xinkyu and DY, it just barely...
Xinkyu blade melee.
Come at me, bro.
Throne's healed. Again, most important thing here is Glyph. If XG can force Glyph and have buybacks though, that is a winning position in some situations. So Gaming will try and hold this Glyph as long as possible in every fight.
Yeah. We got some time here. They're going to do Roshan. Can I just say, I told you, you cursed us.
Me?
Yes,
Where
this
are
guy's
you?
in the green room. Whoa, we might get back before midnight today. We might get back
I did
before
not say
midnight.
that.
And I told
I
you.
did not
I was like, oh, you
I
have
did not say
absolutely cursed the hell out of us by saying that. I don't know why you would say that.
If I did say that though.
What
Whoa.
happened to Dyrachyo? He killed himself on Tormentor?
What?
He killed himself on the Tormentor? What?
Well,
Oh, I've seen that face before. I've seen Dyrachyo make that exact same face before. I can't remember what wonder it was, but this one has to rival that one. Oh my God. I mean, obviously they recovered the Divine Rapier because, you know, he died to... I think he daggered. I think maybe they had vision of the Tormentor and he daggered the wave and the dagger hit the Tormentor. I bet that's what it was, because his positioning was not next to the Tormentor.
I mean,
Anyways, it doesn't fucking matter.
He gets forced into the buy, and I mean, you gotta win this fight.
They're gonna skewer back in. XXS is in the midst of them. Ame's pushing forward. The supernova, they just have to deal with that at the same time. BKB is gonna be popped. They're gonna hit this throw. Tearaway pushes back some of these heroes. Supernova explodes. Still holding on to that clip though. They're gonna pop it now. They have to go in now. The second supernova to explode, but the glyph is
Now
going to
or
clean him
never.
out. Ame starts backing himself away. Tofu wants to be able to chase after him. Terraccio throws out a dagger, half HP already. Jumps in, immediately blows up. There goes the Aegis. Terraccio takes out another one. XM is gone. Legion Banner's coming back into play. Shinkyu's right in the middle of them. He's gone instantly, of course. Can't survive long there. Ace is chasing after these heroes. Gets anything he can. It's going to be an RP onto the Phoenix. They'll take him down. Round 2's assault was a success for Extreme.
Got the glyph and
Got
you
the
got
glyph.
a PA buyback you had no business getting. Terraccio kills himself. Somehow he finds a way. Life finds a way. I don't even know it. Like
Terraccio finds a way.
Oh God,
Dude, if he daggered the Tormentor accidentally with his triple siphoning dagger somehow, that is just the most insane accidental death.
I don't even want to talk about it, honestly.
Shadows take us.
Pushing. I don't have glyph. This is exactly how Team Spirit lost versus them.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
I mean, you have to get by.
All the ways are
hell
pushed.
out.
There's no way they can get to your Ancient. Unless they bought suit on XXS, who wasn't
I
out
thought
there.
they were going to do that.
Oh, they jumped onto an illusion. That's a duel wasted. And also Terror Wave that was wasted. Game the Gladius are really going for it here.
The Dire
This
glyph.
is not a drill. We are live. Extreme Gaming having a poke. Taking away the Lincolns of Quinn. He goes for it. They managed to get a skewer back onto Shinkyu. He's dead.
No buy.
No buy there.
Instant tieback for the Rubik. That opens up these mag skewers a lot.
Itiki keeps fishing.
No threat on Game and Stone right now.
Terraccio has to put himself on the front lines here, and that means he can go for this. Dorian not bashed up. Oh, XXS, he's not able to get in the blade. Now Terraccio fighting through the supernova right on top. He jumps himself away. He got out of the range. Now he can look for the dagger back in. They got the RP. Ame, he's going to fight through this tombstone.
Terraccio.
He's going to find nothing in sight,
trouble.
though. There was no Terraccio. Terraccio, he's getting controlled up.
Waker.
The air. He's going to come back down. Silence onto the sniper, trying to stop the assassinates that are going in the tombstone. He's inside. Terraccio pops back out, and he's trying to make his way out of here. Extreme Gaming are fine to let him go. They almost lost the game
Doesn't want to
here.
go. He wants
There
more.
it lands. It lands onto Ame. They're going to go for him. Break through that Lincoln. Break through that mirror shield.
Book of Shadows bails him out.
Oh, skewer him in. XM is gone. He does have a buyback, but the throne is exposed. They don't have glyph. Ame. Can he do this?
They need the wave to come in right now.
Dang it, until he clears some of these illusions. They start going towards the Terror Wave goes down. They manage to get the duel. The duel at the same time as the Terror Wave, but it doesn't matter. They get him anyway. Quick going over. Tofu's going for it. Can they do the damage? Can they do the damage? Try and finish it up. The damage dealers are gone. They don't have their heroes. They don't have the buybacks. It's not enough. They hold unless Ace can pull a miracle out of his ass. He's making a run for it. He's not going to make it out.
Ame.
Book of Shadows, Ame's going for the Ancient. You flee Dire side, but your hope is in trouble.
How was it
Ame
not
and
enough?
XM will finish it up. They'll take the Ancient.
How did it go so wrong?